Victoria proved in this episode why she is the First Lady. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to KRSTV. This is your boy Kenny. Now remember, subscribe to my channel. Click that bell so you get notifications every time I drop a video. Excuse me. And also follow all the information that I have in the description box. And this is the Oval Season 1, Episode 5. And the name of this episode is Allies. This episode was so damn good. Like, we are 5 episodes in, and I am really into this show, and it's no mistake why it's the #1 scripted TV series on right now. Like, Tyler Perry did wonders with this, and it's crazy because all the stories are somewhat webbed in with each other. So shit's about to get crazy. So let me begin. The episode begins, remember, Barry and Nancy are at the police station. They just found out that a person that resembles Ruth is dead, and they need one of them to identify the body. Nancy's too shaken up, so Barry goes to identify the body. So then we get a scene with Sam and Richard at the White House. Well, at the Capitol, actually. Richard is asking Sam to clear him, and he's like, "What the hell you doing leaving, man?" He's like, "I got fired." And he was like, "Oh no, something ain't right with this, man. This is bullshit." But Richard is really a proudful man because he ain't for the bullshit. He's like, "No, man, just let me go. The president fired me, and ain't nothing no one can say or do to get me my job back. So just let me leave." He's like, "No, just wait for the chief of staff. Maybe we can work this out, because you was here longer than I have been. This ain't right." And, we all know that she lied about it. And he was like, "It doesn't even matter because her parents believe her." No, the only one that believed her was Hunter. But now Hunter knows that she lied. So it's just a crazy situation. But Richard's like, "Just let me out of here." And Sam was like, "Look, just stay here until the chief of staff shows up." He's like, Won't you just sit down?" And he's like, "I'll stand." And sure enough, they're in a room where, because Sam is one of the heads of security, so they have all these surveillance monitors around. They look at one of them and the local news is playing, and they're playing the story. Remember from the last episode when the girl came out saying somebody shot him? Comes to find out the gun that Barry shot did kill somebody, and he was a man that was a pillar of the community. He was a deacon at the local church, and the girl that was screaming was his daughter. And they're calling for justice because this was a person that was beloved by the community. And I'm like, Barry, you fucking idiot. And the gun is hot too, so any person that's tied to that gun is gonna go down as well. So Barry's about to take a whole rack of motherfuckers down with him just because he was careless and being stupid at that moment. And first of all, he's emotionally shooken up, so he should have been the last person to have a gun. So pretty much they said during the news report that they're gonna do surveillance of the area to find out what happened and how did this take place. And I'm like, both Richard and Barry's car were in that area. So it's about to be some shit. And pretty much, Sam was trying to get Richard to sit down. He's like, "No, I'll stand." So pretty much, and also another thing that happened in this scene, Richard asks Sam, to make some calls on behalf of finding Callie. And he tells her that, Ruth abducted her. So down at the station, the detective takes Barry to the morgue. They see that her face is mutilated. He finds out that how she died was that she was stabbed in the chest, with a kitchen knife. And when they found her, she was butt naked. And he's still asking, "Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?" Like, dude, they don't fucking know. but you need to cooperate so they can maybe get a lead to as to, and pretty much give them information. But right now, since you hyper, they looking at you funny. And pretty much he noticed that, yeah, that's the tattoo, and I noticed her scar, so yeah, it's her. So he pretty much identifies the body. Then also Donald finally comes in, and we see that he talks to Sam, and Richard is standing over there on the other side of the room. He pretty much said that, how was Kyle on my detail? And Sam said, well, he assigned himself that position, and he tells him to change him out. And we really see in this scene that Donald really is an asshole, because when he brings up the situation with Richard about Richard being fired, he's like, well, the president fired him, so there ain't nothing I can do about it, whatever. And he's like, no, we already know that she lied, that he's innocent. Like, no, we have to make this right. And he's like, and I put his file along with the file that you asked for involving Kyle. And he was like, fine, I'll deal with it. He's like, okay, Richard, everything's okay. He's like, oh no, I ain't gonna look at it today. I'll get to it and eventually, but it ain't gonna be today, I can tell you that. I'm like, really, Donald? See, Donald, I think has this very, superiority complex, that he thinks because Richard's a butler, he's beneath him. Richard's about that life, because Richard used to be called priest. Richard could show you a thing or two, Donald, with your stuck-up ass. Because that whole thing made me mad, because you know damn well that this girl lied and that his son is innocent, and yet you're still going to be demeaning to him. Like, seriously. So then we see, after that situation, he lets Donald in, and Richard pretty much said, I told you, and he ends up leaving. So then we see that Sam calls Kyle. Kyle was like, oh, don't worry, I only need 2 hours of sleep and I'll be on the job. And Sam was like, oh, don't worry, take the whole day off. And he's like, really? Are you serious? I'm like, Kyle was in his damn feelings. And he pretty much tells him that, look, Donald doesn't want you on his detail. And you could definitely tell that, yeah, that shit was crazy. And then Sam asked about, did you take care of the problem? The problem they're talking about is Bobby. Tell me why the hell Bobby is laying up in Kyle's bed. And we see that Bobby got a towel wrapped up around him or whatever. So I'm pretty sure he's probably doing some shit to Bobby. And he pretty much lies and tells him that, yeah, it's covered. He's not talking at all, and we got it straight. And then he hangs up the phone, and him and Bobby go back and forth, and he pretty much tells Bobby, look, can you hurry up and get better so you can get the hell out of my house? And he's like, what happened? He's like, nothing. He's like, come on, man, you can be honest with me. He's like, that son of a bitch took me off his detail. And then pretty much Bobby was like, why don't you go after him? And I'm like, what's really going on? I mean, because we know Kyle's crazy as shit, and Kyle is very sadistic. So I'm like, what's really popping off? Because I'm thinking it's some personal shit, but then I think he's really after Donald for something. And he's like, why don't you just go after him? All this stuff that you pulling, it ain't gonna work. And he pretty much told him, it would have worked if you would have did what the hell I sent you there to do. He's like, man, whatever. You're like, yeah, because you got involved with Lily and that fucked your shit up, and Lily put 2 holes in your ass. So, and then he's talking about some, and you're starting to get blood on my sheets. He's, man, the hell with you in your sheets. That little back and forth banter was kind of funny. So then we see Donald go to be with Hunter, because it's his first day as chief of staff. He's trying to go over the itinerary and everything on what they need to be doing for their first day of work. This motherfucking Hunter is thinking about Denise like, man, if this desk could talk, she licked me everywhere. And I do mean everywhere. I'm like, are you fucking serious? This is your first day on the job and you thinking about pussy when you need to be thinking about, running the nation. And then he tells him, I want her back tonight. And he's like, okay, fine, I can get that taken care of. And then he's like, I'm going to go play golf. And Donald's like, it's not going to look good with the president playing golf on his first day in office. He's like, oh man, the hell with what it looks like. And then, but really, he's talking about playing golf in his office. And then he's saying that, and besides, I'm surprised you even here with that hot piece of ass you call a wife back at home. He was like, well, she's shopping. And he's like, oh, really? He's just like, yeah, she's out, she's going to be shopping today with your wife. And he was like, that's weird. Victoria hates shopping. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. And then, he's pretty much saying that, but then, Donald begins to tell him that, her threat assessment is sensitive. And he was like, it can't be that bad. I mean, shoot, I seen my threat assessment. What's going on with hers? And he was saying it's very sensitive because a lot of her threat assessment is racial. And he pretty much asked him, well, do you have it? And Donald said yes. He's like, well, won't you give it to me and I'll see to it. I'll show it to her. Yeah, he says that, yeah, a lot of the threats and all of that are extreme, but it's a good thing she has Secret Service on her side. And then Hunter said, shit, if somebody kill her, it'd be doing me a favor. And then Donald was like, oh, nah, man, you're joking. He looked at him and was like, do I look like I'm laughing? I was like, oh, shit. But then again, we know how volatile their relationship is, so I knew his ass was serious. And then he was like, so how can we, pull back the security detail for the First Lady? And Donald was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And he's like, why not? He's like, it wouldn't look good, just starting off your administration that your First Lady is assassinated. And then this fool said, well, shit, what about the feminists wanting their equal rights? With the feminists wanting their equal rights, shoot, she can be their first martyr. I was like, oh, you evil bastard. But I'm saying, evil and evil. That's pretty much their marriage. He's evil as shit and so is she, and they make the perfect pair. And then Donald's like, no, we're not doing that. And he's like, oh, you're no fun. So that was the end of that. So Gail is pretty much on like Instagram or whatever, and while she's on there, she finds out that Picky and Barry are cousins, and she's like, oh, damn. But then she decides to call Picky and was like, Picky, what the hell is going on, P? And he's like, girl, what you talking about? And she's like, what's Rachel doing on your page? And he's like, why are you calling me? And I'm like, Gail is doing the most. Like, she does not give a shit that she's the first daughter. She does not give a shit that she's in the White House. And she wants to date this hood dude. But then again, Picky is fine, though. But I'm like, girl, you in a totally different situation. You just can't be just dating just any old body. And everybody that you meet and associate with has to be cleared by SS. And she's so fucking stupid, she don't even realize that her whole situation has changed. And that's why Picky ain't fucking with her. And he's saying that, look, I told your ass to stop calling me. Look, you hot, young. You can't be... I can't fuck with you no more. And he's saying that, look, why don't you just do you? And he's like, oh, really? Is that how it is? That's how you're gonna treat me? And he's like, look, I already told you to stop calling me. He's like, look, I want to come see you. Or you can come see me. He's like, man, I'm not coming up there. And she's like, why not? He's like, yo, you got police following you, babe. Like, no, ain't nothing like that going down. And it gets to the point where he just gets tired of her and he hangs up on her ass. And I'm like, Gail is just so damn simple. But obviously, she's in love with Picky. But wait till the shit gets out that you just accused his cousin of rape. Yeah, okay. Hold on to that. So then we see that Lily is waiting for Victoria. And while she's waiting, she sees Jason's sick ass walking around butt naked. Creeping and shit. Like, so I see why Gail calls him a creep. Because he really is a creep. He's creepy and he's weird. And he's on some sick shit. So finally, Victoria and Lily meet up. she says she wants to go to this special store, and that is so special that I want to go and see it in person. And she says, I want to change my fashion. I want a Jackie O meets Michelle Obama. And she's like, well, this store definitely don't have nothing like that. So, because Lily is a top level fashion designer. So she's looking at this boutique and was like, you ain't gonna find none of that there. But she's like, but I want to go there personally. And Yuma, who works for SS, has let her know that the motorcade is ready to go. And and then all of a sudden we see that Gail just walks by, doesn't speak, and then Victoria's like, you're very rude. Can you speak, please? Because, Lily spoke to her, but she just completely ignored them and walked right past them. And she just kept saying, like, excuse me. Excuse me. And then she goes after Gail. And Gail's like, Victoria goes after Gail. And Victoria's like, where the hell do you think you're going? And then Gail's like, go to hell. And she's like, I've been in hell since the day you were born. And she's like, well, fine, leave me alone. And she's like, you're not leaving this house. She's like, you bet your ass I'm about to leave this house. And she says, you're stupid. We're in the White House. You just can't up and leave anytime you want to. And she literally trying to open the door. And she's like, look, you can't keep me here. So let me get the hell out of here, or I'll break a window to get out of here if I have to. And she said, you know what? Yuma! And she calls Yuma. Yuma comes out. She's like, tase her. And Yuma's like, huh? She's like, you wouldn't dare. It's like, oh, I wouldn't? Yuma, tase her now. And Yuma's like, look, I can't tase your daughter. She's like, you know what? She takes the damn thing from Yuma. And we see that the commotion is so loud that Priscilla and Jean hear them in the kitchen. They come out in the hallway, see it all go down. And we see that and pretty much she tells her, get your ass upstairs. She's like, no. She's like, oh, okay. You want to play? And then all of a sudden, Gail starts talking like, I wish you would, and I will tell the butler. And all of a sudden, you're, yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. She tased the shit out of Gail. I was like, ooh, damn. As I said, there's a reason why Victoria is the first lady. She evil as shit. She tased the hell out of her ass. Like, it was done. And then she was like, oh. And then she tells Priscilla and Jean, she pissed herself. You might have to clean that up. And then she said, oh, Lily, let's go. Yes, that scene had me rolling. Then we back at the station, we see that the detective begins to question Barry about where he was the night of, between the hours of 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. We all know that he was at the White House being accused of rape, but he can't talk about it. But Barry just gets real damn defensive. It's like, yo, you need to be asking about where my daughter is and blah, 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 blah. And then he just ups and sides. She's like, and the detective's like, you will want to talk to me so I can... She's like, but what? Am I a suspect? I'm like, well, we need to clear anyone who's had an issue with her. He's like, I ain't have no issues with her. I'm like, you just said she just kidnapped your daughter. So you had issues with her, stupid. And then he says, oh, I was at home. And, with my mother and my father and my girlfriend. They all can vouch for me. And then she asked Nancy, can you vouch for that? She's like... well, I don't know. And he looking at his mother like, I'm like, yeah, that was a time for you to lie, Nancy. But she's like, but I guess he was at the house. And he just ups and says, so you know what? This shit is over. And he walks out and I'm like, dude, with your actions, you're really looking like a suspect and shit. And then while he was in the car with his mother and she's asking like, dang, you don't care that he's like, hell no, I'm glad she did. And she's like, are you serious? Like, because Nancy's starting to look at him like sideways, like, damn, how can you be so heartless? Because he's spoiled and he's an asshole and he only thinks about what he wants and how he feels things should be. But I think due to the fact that his daughter is missing, it's just making it worse. But we're kind of seeing how he is. So some of that I will excuse because his daughter's missing. But the way he going off and just popping off at the mouth, Barry needs somebody to knock him on his ass. Because, he really got an entitlement issue. He really does. Um, but they in the car and she's like, "Oh my God, not only was she the mother of your child, but she was a human being. She didn't, regardless of what the fuck she did, she didn't deserve to die like that." And he's like, "All I care about is my daughter. That's all I care about." I'm like, "Yeah, you care about your daughter, but you have no fucking map as to how to find her. And yet, you walking around with this attitude and shit, popping the fuck off. Like, dude, you don't even have not one fucking clue as to where your daughter is. You have nothing." But yeah, he was really pissing me off. So yeah, so that went down. So then we see that they put Gail to bed and everything. Priscilla gets her a blanket. She tells Priscilla to get out. I'm like, keep on fucking with Priscilla. You about to get worse than that damn tase. Priscilla gonna mop the floor with your little ass. You keep on messing with her. And then all of a sudden we see that Jason comes out of her bathroom. She's like, "What the hell are you doing in my bathroom, creep?" He's like, "I'm trying to find a way out of here." She's like, "You're stupid. There's only one way out, and it's through the main house." But then he tells her, "Oh, well, the White House has secret passageways. We can. I'm gonna find a way out, and I can let you know about it." She's like, "You know what? Just get out. Won't you just go get out and prance around naked like you always do?" I was like, damn. So she's like, and then she like flipped a bird at his ass. I was like, yeah, that shit is crazy. Then we see that the boutique where Denise works, we see the motorcade pull up. She immediately, and like the Secret Service comes in and clears out the store. Immediately, Denise thinks it's Hunter coming to see her. So she goes to start fixing up her makeup and everything, only to find out it's Victoria. And she's like, "Oh, First Lady." And she was saying that, and she's like, "Yes. Yeah, First Lady. I came here to look at your clothing in your boutique because, the reporters have been telling me that I'm a bit flashy. Would you think that?" And then like Lily's like, "Oh no, not at all." She's like, "Well, thank you, honey." But she says, "To be honest, I want to dress and look like you." Um, and then she tells Lily to pick her a few pieces for her to try on. And she's like, and then like, the funny thing about it is that Denise is kind of starstruck a little bit. So she's kind of like, "Oh my God, I'm just humbled that you would even come into my store. My goodness." And she's like, "Yes." And then Victoria's like, "Yes. And I'm humbled that you would fuck my husband in the White House and think that I wouldn't know about it. My goodness." I'm like, this bitch. And then she was like, she's like, "Oh, no, no, no. I think your mouth is better at blowing than lying." And she's like, "And where's the dressing room? Could you show me, please?" She takes her to the dressing room, and I'm like, she's about to fuck her up. So while Denise is hanging up the clothes and everything, the damn First Lady takes off her red bottom white heels, goes into her purse and gets the Vaseline, starts putting it on her face, and begins to start fighting Denise in the damn dressing room. And Denise was fighting her back too, so they were going back and forth. Next thing you know, Secret Service tries to break it up, but then Yuma gets in the way of it. It's like, "What the hell you think you doing?" And pushes them back. They go back to fighting. She begins to bite Denise's arms and starts to, throw her head into the ground and starts kicking her. She fucked Denise up, and he wants her back tonight. Yeah, and when she come up in there, she gonna look fucked up, cause the First Lady whooped her ass. And I was just hollering because I was like, wow. Then she like threw one of her items on the floor, was like trash, because she walked out as if like it was nothing. Walked out with her heels, knocked the bag and called it trash, and says, "Let's go." And that was the end of that. And then back at Richard's, back at the house, Barry and Nancy finally arrive home. Richard's there cutting the grass, and he tells her that he took the day off, but she knows he's lying. And she's like, "Take the day off. You never do that." He's like, "It's okay, it's okay." And then Barry actually tells him about they found Ruth dead, and all of that. And then Richard tells him that, Sam's gonna try to help us out, and he's like, try? What do you mean try? He need to help find my daughter. You know what? I just think that I just seem like don't nobody care about my daughter but me. I'm like, you selfish son of a bitch. Everybody is doing everything they can to help find your daughter. You don't even know where the fuck she at, you dumbass. And he just starts flipping off, and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to go find my daughter. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my daughter. I'm like, your daughter got snatched by a cult, you fucking idiot. You can't just up and get your daughter like that. Because these motherfuckers are going to kill you. But then again, he's fucking stupid because he's like, I'll go with you. And he's like, no. Telling his father. His father's like, no, that's not fair. You just can't say don't nobody care. We all care about your daughter. First of all, that's why he talked to Sam, because Sam works in Secret Service, and they have a connection with the FBI and the CIA, so they can get top-level people to find your daughter. Better than anything you could do, Barry. He gets on my nerves. And then he gets in his car, and I'm like, yo, I bet it's a possibility his ass gonna get arrested in that damn car, because they said in the news report that they're doing surveillance of that area, and if he get caught driving around with that car with the bullet hole in it, they gonna lock his ass up for first-degree murder. Dumbass. So then, Nancy and Richard start talking, and she pretty much says that you need to apologize to me. And Richard was like, apologize for what? For lying to me. I know you don't take days off. Why are you here? And he's like, look, we can't talk about that now. I'll talk about it with you later. I got a lot on my plate. And then she says that I think the police think that Barry's a suspect. And he's like, well, why would they think that? He says that because he said he was home when I know he wasn't home at the time. And she's saying, and then like Richard was like, well, I know that he had nothing to do with it because I was with him. I know he didn't kill Ruth. And she's like, well, where were you two? Yeah, that was when they was at the White House being held up about, the rape accusation, dealing with Gail and shit. But, they can't talk about it. Because remember, Donald threatened him that if he says anything, they was going to arrest him, and all that shit. So they can't talk about it. So then we get a scene between Victoria and Lily in the car, and let me say, this scene was everything, and I was hollering at the end of it. She asks Lily, do you know why I brought you here? And of course Lily's a fucking dummy, so she's like, to help you shop? She's like, no, I brought you out so you can see who I truly am. I'm a lady. And she's like, yes you are. She's like, yes. And I'm a lady that has suffered and fought to be here, and I'm not going to let some two-bit whore ruin it. Do you know that lady was sleeping with my husband? And she's like, I'm sorry to hear that. And she's like, yeah, and your husband was aware of it. And then Lily tries to interject. She's like, no. No need, honey. Your husband is the chief of staff. So letting her know, bitch, your husband knew about this, bitch. And it happened on his call. So don't try to defend your man, because your man knows everything. And she says, the thing is, I need an ally. Can I count on you? And Lily says yes. And she says, now if you were to know anything, would you tell me? And she's like, excuse me? She's like, if you would know that my husband was messing with whores, would you tell me? And she says, yes, I would. And she's like, oh, great. And I would do the same for you. And she's like, oh. And she's like, oh, no need. My husband doesn't do that. And she just started laughing. Victoria was like, girl, you are a riot. Honey, no man is faithful. He just hasn't been caught. And I totally agree with that, because we definitely think not only is your husband fooling around, but he's fooling around with the same sex, honey. Yeah, your husband's a closet queen, and you probably married you to be his trophy, to be his beard. Boo-boo. And then all of a sudden she's like, well, I beg to differ, First Lady. He wouldn't do anything like that. And then she's like, wow, and you would even go to bat for him. And she's like, yes, I would. He's a wonderful man. One that I don't deserve. And then they immediately told Victoria everything. She's like, oh, so you do the cheating. And she's like, no. She's like, you're lying. And she's like, no, I really, she's like, honey, if you're going to be in politics, you got to work on your lying skills. And she's like, and if you're going to be lying to your husband, you need to work on your poker face or exercise your throat. And she's like, but no, I'm done talking to you. I was like, bitch! How? That had me dying. You know, here it is. I've been talking almost close to 30 minutes because this episode was crazy as shit. And so I'm going to hurry up and rush this out because I really don't want it to be too damn long. But yeah, this episode was everything. So then we get a scene between Sharon and Kareem. Now, Kareem is the pharmacist, the one that got a crush on her. He brings her lunch and he apologizes to her. And you can definitely tell there's some chemistry brewing between the two of them. And then we see that Kareem's girlfriend comes in. I think her name is Rachel. She immediately giving Sharon dirty looks or whatever because I think she probably knew about their past or whatever. And you know, they go back and forth, and she she brought him lunch while he brought her lunch. I'm like, this is some crazy shit here. And you know, she asks him to hang out some flyers, you know, of the man that got killed in his house. And I'm like, yeah, the one that Barry killed. And you know, Karima asked her like, don't you see Sharon? And she was like, yeah, I see her. Hi, Sharon. Hey. She's like, I've seen Barry recently. Is things going good with y'all? It's like, oh yeah, he's good. Like, she ain't fucking with Barry's ass right now with his simple ass. But Barry just doing the most. You know, and you know, yeah, but the old man got shot with the gun that Barry had. So I'm like, crazy as hell. And so it's just a mess. And the gun got heat on it, so I'm saying anybody who's attached to that gun can go down. So him shooting the damn gun, he just caused a whole bunch of shit. And from this, we can also tell that Kareem is literally caught between two women. Then we get a scene with Priscilla and Sam. They talk about, you know, Gail being tased. And Priscilla says that, oh my God, I feel bad for these kids. It's the only time she shows some sympathy because she witnessed the mother tasing her own damn daughter. And we come to find out that Priscilla and Sam are married. And he's like, so what are you going to do about helping Richard get his job back? He's like, I'm working on it. And then she also told Sam about Gail taking naked selfies of herself, probably to send him to Picky with her nasty ass. And then he was saying that, oh yes, and you need to keep an eye on that son. You know, keep a watch on him around Gene. And then sure enough, Jason's ass pops the fuck up, and he's like, is this where the staff enter and exits? And they say yes. And she said, and Priscilla's like, if you like, we can give you a tour. He's like, oh no, I like to explore on my own. You know, and he's like, so where do the maids live? And Priscilla said they live in the Butlers. They will live in the same dorm. And he's like, oh really? It's kind of like co-ed? And she's like, yes, it is. And he just stares at them all crazy looking at shit. And they're like, do you need something? He's like, no. And then walks away. And she was like, and she tells Sam, you better keep a watch on that crazy, weird son of a bitch around Gene. And he was like, well, he's gonna know you lied to him. She's like, I don't care. Like, that's just crazy. And then the last thing that happened, Nancy goes to the house to begin cooking, and she notices that one of her knives is missing, and it's a 7-inch kitchen knife, and she's like, oh Lord Jesus. And that's where it ended. So yeah, Ruth was killed with her knife, but I think one of the Rakadouchis took her knife with the intention of killing her to get the child. So they already plotted they was going to kill Ruth from the beginning. You know, before they actually took Callie. They already plotted that they was going to kill her ass, and they just used her knife so they can track it back so they won't have the dirt on them. So that shit's crazy. So I can't wait to see what happens next, y'all. If I missed anything, get down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. But until next time, everybody, take care.